Have you ever looked at someone and thought, how are they so smart? Maybe they always know what to say, solve problems quickly, or seem confident in every situation. It can feel as if they were simply born with a brilliant mind while the rest of us have to struggle. But here's the truth that many people discover only after years of experience. Intelligence is not just something you are born with, it is something you build. Think about it. No one enters this world knowing how to speak a language, solve mathematical problems, write computer programs, or lead a team. Every skill begins with learning, practicing, making mistakes, and trying again. The people we admire today were once beginners too. The difference is that they never stopped learning. Many people believe that becoming smart means having a high IQ or getting the highest grades in school. But real intelligence goes far beyond textbooks and exams. A smart person knows how to learn, how to adapt, how to control emotions, how to make better decisions, and how to keep growing even when life becomes difficult. Imagine two people starting the same job on the same day. Both have similar education, similar opportunities, and similar responsibilities. After 5 years, one has become a respected leader, while the other is still doing the same tasks every day. What created the difference? It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent alone. It was the habits they practiced every single day. The first person spent just 30 minutes every evening reading books, listening to educational podcasts, or learning new skills. Whenever they made a mistake, they asked themselves, what can I learn from this? Instead of blaming others, they looked for solutions. Instead of avoiding challenges, they accepted them as opportunities to grow. The second person believed learning ended after college. They spent hours complaining about work, comparing themselves with others, and waiting for life to become easier. Every evening looked exactly the same, and every year looked exactly like the previous one. Without realizing it, they stopped growing. This story isn't really about two different people. It's about two different mindsets. Every day, we choose which mindset we want to follow. Have you ever noticed how children ask hundreds of questions? They are naturally curious. They want to know why the sky is blue, how birds fly, why rain falls, and how machines work. Curiosity is one of the greatest signs of intelligence. Unfortunately, many adults lose that curiosity. They stop asking questions because they think they already know enough, or because they are afraid of looking foolish. The smartest people in the world are not those who pretend to know everything. They are the ones who are comfortable saying, I don't know, but I'm willing to learn. That simple attitude opens doors to endless knowledge. Another mistake people make is believing that intelligence grows overnight. They watch successful entrepreneurs, scientists, writers, or athletes and assume they became extraordinary in a single moment. What we don't see are the thousands of quiet hours they spent reading, practicing, failing, improving, and trying again when no one was watching. Your brain works much like a muscle. If you never challenge it, it becomes comfortable and weak. But every time you read a difficult book, learn a new language, solve a complex problem, or step outside your comfort zone, your mind becomes stronger. Growth doesn't happen because something is easy. Growth happens because you keep going even when something feels difficult. Think about your own daily routine. How much of your day helps you become smarter? If you spend hours scrolling through social media without learning anything new, your mind remains exactly where it is. But if you replace just 30 minutes of mindless scrolling with reading, listening to educational content, or practicing a useful skill, your future begins to change. Many people underestimate the power of small improvements. They think, what difference can 30 minutes make? Yet 30 minutes every day becomes more than 180 hours in a year. Imagine what you could accomplish with 180 focused hours. You could improve your English, learn programming, understand personal finance, develop communication skills, or master almost any beginner-level skill. Smart people don't wait until they feel motivated. They create routines that keep them moving forward even on days when they don't feel like working. They understand that motivation comes and goes, but habits stay. Every habit you build today shapes the person you become tomorrow. There is another quality that intelligent people develop. They learn to control their emotions instead of letting emotions control them. When criticism comes, they don't immediately become defensive. They listen, reflect, and ask whether there is something valuable to learn. When they fail, they don't see failure as proof that they are incapable. They see it as feedback, showing them what to improve next. Life will never stop testing you. There will always be setbacks, disappointments, and unexpected challenges. But every challenge is also an opportunity to strengthen your mind. The question isn't whether problems will come. The question is how you will respond when they do. Imagine your future 5 years from now. One version of you continues living exactly as you do today. The other version decides to read a little more, learn a little more, ask more questions, think more deeply, and improve one small habit every week. Which version will have greater confidence? Which version will have more opportunities? Which version will inspire others? The answer is obvious. You don't become smart by wishing for a better mind. You become smart by making better choices every single day. Every book you read, every conversation you learn from, every mistake you analyze, and every new skill you practice adds another brick to the foundation of your future. So don't compare your beginning to someone else's success. Instead, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. If you know a little more today, think a little better today, or make one wiser decision today, then you are already becoming smarter. Remember, intelligence isn't a destination you suddenly reach. It is a lifelong journey of curiosity, discipline, and continuous learning. So as we continue this journey together, keep one thought in your mind. Your future is not determined by how smart you are today. It is determined by how committed you are to becoming smarter tomorrow.